In an exhilarating presentation of solidarity and expertise, unbelievable fighter Mike Tyson routs Jake Paul, demonstrating by and by why he's an amazing powerhouse. Tyson's unparalleled influence and experience rule the ring, leaving Paul overpowered in a new eye-to-eye video on Jake Paul's YouTube channel. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul share a charged and extraordinary experience in front of their forthcoming battle. The video catches Tyson's steady certainty as he confronts Paul, exhibiting the differentiating energy between the incredible fighter and the YouTuber turned warrior. Mike Tyson has offered areas of strength for and about Jake Paul's assumptions for their battle, saying Jake believes it will be a simple evening, yet it won't be a simple night for him. Tyson's comment mirrors his confidence in the test. He will bring helping fans, and Jake the same, to remember his unbelievable durability and versatility. On Twitter, client Olalo shared his contemplations on the battle, tweeting, "Absolutely no chance Jake Paul is getting strolled. I regard his work, yet not a chance Mike loses, except if it's content." This opinion catches the wariness a few fans feel about Paul's possibilities, as well as the regard Tyson orders, even a very long time into his profession. In a video posted by If and Boxing Imprint, Wahlberg shared his expectations for the battle, anticipating that Mike Tyson could overcome Jake Paul in the primary round. Wahlberg's explanation added energy to the coordinate, with fans anxious to check whether Tyson would, to be sure, make a fast triumph in spite of past well-being challenges. Mike Tyson's preparation for the battle is Extreme Report feature that Tyson, known for his staggering hard-working attitude, is completely dedicated to his readiness. His devotion to a thorough preparation routine underlines the earnestness with which he is moving toward this battle. Teddy G Pulsates, as of late, shared a video class of an exemplary Tyson discourse following a speedy knockout triumph. The video fills in as a sign of Tyson's knockout influence, which has made a permanent imprint on boxing fans, and addresses the test Jake Paul will look in the ring. When Jake Paul asserted the game has a place with him now and indicated taking Tyson's lofty position, Tyson answered that while Jake might be a produced executioner, Tyson is a characteristic conceived executioner. This assertion highlights the validness and crude power Tyson brings to the game, contrasted with Paul's later section into boxing. DC narrative imparted on Twitter that even to Mike Tyson's more prominent age, Mike will effortlessly vanquish Jake Paul. The remark reverberates with fans who see Tyson's huge experience as a critical benefit over Paul, who is still right off the bat in his boxing vocation. Roy Jones Jr., who faced Tyson in a 2020 display, has commented that even in his later years, Tyson stays a strong power. Jones proposed that Tyson is still a lot for Jake Paul, demonstrating that Tyson's solidarity and expertise have not disappeared. With age, fighter KSI voiced that the battle between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson is a dilemma for Paul. He trusts that in the event that Paul wins, he may not acquire full regard for overcoming a more established Tyson, yet assuming that he loses it very well may be seen as a humiliating loss. KSI's take reveals insight into the intricacies of this high-profile matchup. New preparation film of Mike Tyson features his concentration and assurance. The clasps feature his sharp and restrained routine, giving fans understanding into his groundwork for the battle. Tyson's obligation to thorough preparation is obvious as he prepares for the profoundly expected occasion. How you doing, do great sibling professional killer? Okay, right, cycle 1, gracious F, cut the ring precisely, cut the ring precisely. Mike. Delightful film of Mike Tyson's preparation shows that he's keeping up with his abilities with a noteworthy degree of sharpness and center, the incredible not set in stone. To be at his best, displaying the restrained methodology that needs to find his profession. Kilroy, a long-term companion of Tyson, communicated esteem for Tyson's planning. He commented on Tyson's strength and the difficult work he is placing into his preparation, calling it great. Let me know 10. I don't have a clue about Croy's experiences. Give an individual point of view on Tyson's obligation to this battle. It's coming. It's not the way that old you are. It's the way old you feel. I don't feel what the word old. I don't feel that. Noel, you're savvy going into the new wave. No, it's dependably the old wave. It's generally this. Definitely I could do everything, and I have this, and this. Better believe it. That is what you want. But we'll decide the expertise. Definitely this account of progress is be around effective individuals. Mike Tyson has recommended that Jake Paul may not be treating the battle in a serious way enough. Tyson communicated this view in a new meeting, stressing that he questions Paul's commitment to the impending session. Tyson's assertion features the unmistakable distinction in experience and mentality between the two contenders. The epithet Iron Mike has been related with Tyson all through his profession, representing his getting through strength and strength. This moniker has turned into a sign of his way of life as a warrior, addressing his rugged soul and incredible status in the boxing scene. The authority status of the Tyson versus Paul battle, combined with the shortfall of headgear, has added a degree of risk and authenticity to the matchup. Quit spreading deception about the principles for this battle with Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Now I comprehend there's recordings that are parody is entertaining. I get it, yet there's kin that snatch that data make their own recordings as though it's actual data. No, Jake Paul won't be wearing headgear battling Mike Tyson. And no, he won't have the option to tap in his sibling Logan Paul all through the battle in 3. Now this is on the edge since they're looking out for the Texas Commission to check whether they're ready to make it or not. So they're actually looking out for them. There's no headgear. There are no 18 OZ gloves. As of right, currently they're actually holding up from the Texas Commission. Yet, why make a joke of the battle than it as of now is we're discussing 27-year-old Jake Paul versus Granddaddy Tyson at 58 years of age, since Mike Tyson will have a birthday from here till then, July 20th. So he will be 58 years of age. And individuals are spreading falsehood and untruths. Not understanding individuals don't have the ability to do their own examination and really look into these standards for themselves. Yet that I'm hanging around for folks. A few fans are worried about Tyson's heritage, addressing whether he ought to confront a more youthful modern fighter like Jake Paul. It's miserable to such an extent that Mike Tyson must do this battle. This is my message on Instagram, and somebody remarked saying, he doesn't need to do it. He's deciding to make it happen, and afterward, I thought you realize you're correct. He is choosing to make it happen. Yet, for what reason is he chose to do it? Well, he's doing it for one explanation and one explanation just, and that is the cash he's getting paid. It's such a lot of much cash to do this, so that lets me know he's getting purchased. So again, it is miserable that somebody like Mike Tyson can get purchased, because this person is an outright legend. He ought not be ready to get purchased like this. He's 57 years of age now. I don't think I have the abundance that Mike Tyson has yet, assuming somebody offered me $20 million to battle Jake Paul. I would agree no on the grounds that I care a lot about my mind well-being, about my kids, about me, family, where it appears as though he is being exhausted, and I'm doing whatever it takes not to slight the man. I totally love the man. It's so horrendous miserable as I would like to think. At a pre-battle question and answer session, Tyson straightforwardly scrutinized Jake Paul's build, hilariously remarking that Paul ought to be lean and mean, yet he's fat and crazy. Tyson's hit at Paul's molding mirrors the happy junk talk that has added interest to their forthcoming battle. Roy Jones Jr. has spoken about Tyson's undiminished power, taking note of that even in their new presentation battle. Tyson's solidarity was great. Jones's involvement in Tyson highlights exactly the way in which considerable the previous heavyweight champion remaining parts, even at an old age. Joe Egan imparted tales about his fighting meetings to Tyson during their childhood, describing the tremendous power Tyson showed. And still, after all that, Egan's stories feature the amazing strength Tyson had right off the bat in his vocation, offering fans a brief look into the warrior's wonderful capacities. Yet I was so loosened up. Next, when I investigate the ring and Mike's speed in the ring, and he shirred off his body. His body was unimaginable, his biceps, his chest, his ingot. I had seen him stripped to the midsection, and I'm imagining that is not a similar 17-year old kid I met yesterday. That is not a similar 17-year-old kid around with earlier today. That is not a similar 17-year-old kid sat close to on the small scale transport arriving. Better believe it. Then see highlighted one of the large men to get in. He was KNX Park. Out, I tell individuals, I say it all the time, I destroyed a decent sets of undies at that point, and I myself, it's absolutely impossible that a 17-year-old ought to have that power. He thumped a couple more out. I got in. I got batted for 3 minutes, got out, couple more, and then I was back in again. I completed 6 minutes with him that day. Yet the franticness in me, George, since I really do accept contenders must have a tad of franticness in them. Serious discipline off that man, more than 2 years. He made me cry such countless commonly, yet mentally I accepted if I would take Mike Tyson's discipline.